If you're only going to have an HSA eligible high deductible health plan for part of the year, how do the rules work? Can you contribute the entire full annual amount to your HSA, or are you limited because you only have the HSA plan for part of the year? Surprising rules. I've got that and more coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. I love the HSA. We love the HSA. If you have a qualifying HSA eligible high deductible health plan, then you are able to open up an HSA and make a contribution to it. You're not required, but you're able to. And if so, it gives you that very versatile and flexible tax benefit, that tax tool, the HSA. Why is it flexible and why do we love it so much? Because it's got the trifecta of tax benefits, the only tax sheltered account that offers all three tax advantages: the pre-tax in, the tax sheltered growth, and then not tax or tax-free on the way out. It's the only one that has all three of those. If you have a qualifying high deductible health plan, then you're able to make a contribution to your HSA. You can contribute right out of your paycheck if your employer allows, or you can fund it out of your bank account. If you fund it out of your paycheck, then it's immediately deductible on your federal taxes, your state taxes, as well as FICA taxes. So that's good. But if you contribute out of your pocket, then it's a deduction on the front page of your tax return, saving you federal taxes and state taxes. Doesn't save you on FICA, but it still can be a good deal. So either one of those, I prefer contributing out of your paycheck. And then with your HSA, if it's earning interest while the money is in the account, or if you invest your HSA like I do, any investment growth on that, none of that lands on your tax return. It's all sheltered. And then when you are using your HSA and withdrawing dollars to cover immediate qualifying medical expenses like copays, prescriptions, doctor visits, those sorts of things, or to reimburse yourself for qualified medical expenses that you had in the past, then those dollars come out tax-free. It's a phenomenal, phenomenal benefit. If you have a qualifying high deductible health plan for the entire year, the contribution limits are straightforward, okay? Every single year, the IRS sets a maximum contribution limit for single, for self-only coverage, and then for family coverage. And one of the questions we get is, well, what if I'm not family only, but it's just me and my spouse, or me and a child? Yeah. That you can contribute up to that family maximum amount. For 2026, these limits, they go up a little bit every year, and therefore it's always hard to know, well, wait, what's the limit this year? For 2026, for self-only coverage, the maximum contribution is $4,400. For family coverage or for you and a dependent, it's $8,750. And that's if you have an HSA eligible plan for the entire year. For all 12 months, you're fine. Those are the contribution limits. For HSAs, the catch-up contribution is a little bit unique. It starts the year you turn 55, as opposed to retirement accounts where the catch-up starts at age 50. And if it's for you and your spouse will need to make their catch-up contribution into their own HSA plan, and so a little unique there. But those are the fairly clear rules for contributing to an HSA if you've got that high deductible health plan for the entire year. But what if you don't? What if you're only going to have that qualifying high deductible health plan for part of the year? Well, the rules are different. Your contribution amount is either going to be dictated by the pro-rata rule or the last month rule, the pro-rata rule or the last month rule. Let's start with the pro-rata rule. In this situation, maybe you start the year with a high deductible health plan, a qualifying high deductible health plan, but you know that, I'm going to retire and switch my health insurance in July, halfway through the year. We'll make the math simple. So you start the year with a qualifying high deductible health plan, but you only have it for 6 months. In that instance, the pro-rata rule applies, and therefore your contribution amount is pro-rata for the amount of time, the amount of the year that you had a qualifying high deductible health plan. In this instance, very easy example, you had a qualifying high deductible health plan for half the year, 6 out of 12 months, and therefore your maximum contribution amount for that year is half the contribution limit. So for 2026, instead of the full contribution limit being $4,400, your half would be $2,200. That would be your limit. We see a lot of people make mistakes here in thinking that, well, because in that situation, this is my last year to fund my HSA before I transition on another health insurance plan, so therefore I'm going to max it out. No, you've over-contributed. And if you don't correct that and do so timely, that could add additional taxes and penalties. So you want to be aware of this pro-rata rule. The more favorable rule, though, although it doesn't apply in all situations, is the last month rule. And this is a very, very unique, and I would say favorable, generous tax rule, I can't say that very often, that applies to HSAs, and that is if you have an HSA plan, a qualifying high deductible health plan for the last month of the year, so starting December 1st, okay, and this is the catch, this is a lot of where people make mistakes, and you have that qualifying high deductible health plan for all of the next year, then you are allowed to make a full year's contribution in that calendar year. So think about this. Let's say that you sign up for a qualifying high deductible health plan on December 1st, and you've only had it for just that 1 month. You sign up on December 1st, and that's it. If it's governed by the pro rata rule, you would only be able to contribute 1/12 of the normal contribution amount, but that's not true. Under this last month rule, for that year, you can make a full year's contribution as long as you keep that qualifying high deductible health plan for the entire next year. Okay, so for all of 2026, you'd be able to do the full contribution, the $4,300 for the 2025 year, and then again the full contribution in 2026, the $4,400. So obviously between the two, the last month rule is the more favorable, but it depends on your situation and your circumstance. So make sure you understand those rules, because if you do have a qualifying high deductible health plan for only part of the year, you do want to make sure that you optimize your contributions because of the flexibility and the versatility that the HSA offers in helping you build wealth tax-free. So know those rules and know that limit. Understand those rules, optimize the use of your HSA, and even consider shoeboxing it. It's an advanced strategy we talk about a lot here on this channel. Work with your certified financial planner who's looking at all 6 areas of your financial life to ensure that they're helping you optimize the HSA for your unique situation and see if that shoeboxing or a more advanced planning with the HSA makes sense for you. Work with your CFP on that. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com. That's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.